The honourable member for Calgary-McKay-Nose Hill.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to the member from Vermilion-Lloydminster for bringing forward this very sensible amendment. Bill 31 has been brought forward quite quickly without enough consultation with the veterinary profession. Registered veterinarians and veterinary technicians of the Alberta Veterinarian Medical Association take the privilege and the responsibility of self-regulation very seriously, and their current bylaws consider it unprofessional conduct to not obtain informed consent from a pet owner prior to performing any procedures. Part of this consent also includes divulging the expected cost of the procedure to the client. This can be seen as providing the public with more information and clarity when choosing their provider of veterinarian services. We have observed similar changes put into effect in British Columbia and Ontario. Not only does allowing advertising of price not clarify the situation for clients, it can actually make it more complicated. In many cases, the price advertised for a service is advertised for a service, but at the time of invoicing, hidden charges are added on. In both Ontario and British Columbia, complaints to the veterinary regulatory bodies increased substantially after rules similar to Bill 31 were introduced. The best patient care is not achieved by price shopping, especially when, as mentioned, the prices often do not match what the final invoice totals, but by long-term patient-client veterinarian relationships. As seen in other provinces, advertising price will only tempt clients to seek seemingly less costly solutions, which very often are not, at the expense of their pet's health. Let's allow stakeholder input, especially from the hard-working, dedicated veterinarians of Alberta. Section 2.2 replicates an existing bylaw already enforced by the ABVMA that upholds a universal requirement for healthcare providers to obtain informed consent, a vital part of which is fee disclosure before proceeding with any procedures or treatments. The proposed amendments to the Veterinarian Profession Act constitute an overreach and an intrusion into the veterinary profession's ability to self-regulate, and were made without enough consultation with the ABVMA. To amend the VPA without consultation amounts to overreach, and just because other jurisdictions are doing it, it doesn't necessarily follow that it's right for Alberta. There appears to be a disconnect between Service Alberta and the ABVMA, and this amendment makes sense, as Bill 31 is addressing a problem that doesn't seem to exist. I urge all members of the Assembly to support this amendment.